This is my TBR for 2026. The first book that I want to talk about is actually on my Kindle, but I want to read Dungeon Crawler Carl. I've heard that it's a wild ride. It's kind of a sort of progression fantasy. I've also heard that the audiobook is absolutely incredible, so maybe I'll have to pick that up as well. The next book that I really want to read this year is Blood Over Brighthaven. I have heard only great things about this book since it came out last year, and I also was able to get a broken binding edition of this book. And if you know anything about broken binding, it is a fantasy lover's paradise. The books that they put out are absolutely stunning. They're perfect. If you've never heard of them, look it up. The next book that I really want to read is The Count of Monte Cristo. It is one of my favorite books of all time, but I realized this year I've only ever read the abridged version, so I really want to read the complete version in 2026 and see what I might have been missing from the abridged. I read the first 3 books of Red Rising. I really want to get back into it, and I want to read book 4, Iron Gold. I've heard that it does a bit of a transition and that this book isn't all Darrow's narrative. I've heard great things about it, so I'm definitely going to keep going, and I think Pierce Brown will be able to stick the landing. The next book that I'm really looking forward to this year is called Sea of Tranquility by Emily St. John Mandel. I've heard it's absolutely beautiful. Her writing style is amazing. I'm really excited to get back into her work. Another fantasy book that I want to get into this year is called The Blade Itself. This is by Joe Abercrombie. He is an incredibly popular author. I'm really excited to get into this. Some people tout The First Law as their #1 fantasy series that they've ever read. Another classic that I'm looking forward to this year is The Brothers Karamazov. Many people say that this is the greatest book they've ever read in their entire lives. I have this absolutely stunning Folio Society edition, and I am really excited to experience it for myself. Last but not least, we have Gardens of the Moon, which is the first book of the Malazan Books of the Fallen. A lot of people say that the last book, Crippled God, is the greatest fantasy book they've ever read. I've heard it's a very challenging read, but I'm willing to give it the effort. The last thing that I want to say is I do have another book, and it's called Howling Dark. I don't own a physical copy yet. I just finished Empire of Silence, which is the first book in the Sun Eater series. I really want to get the next one. I haven't purchased it yet, but you will also be seeing that in 2026.